Okay, I know what you're probably thinking. Where are the Louder Than Life videos? Where is the Slash album review? Why is she talking about Vegas? So I have a little bit of a story for you guys. Louder Than Life was supposed to be September 28th, 29th, and 30th. And the Monday prior, actually the weekend prior, there was another festival. I think it was Bourbon and Beyond. The second day had to be canceled because it was raining so heavily that the park was getting flooded. That night I went on Instagram and opened it and saw a Dear Louder Than Life fans post and automatically knew what it was going to be about before even reading it. And unfortunately, Louder Than Life was canceled. Now, part of me was really upset because a friend and I that went to Rock on the Range together were also going to this one, and we were flying, we had a hotel, we had the whole thing planned out. But the other part of me wasn't that upset because I am going to Aftershock this coming weekend. So that is October 12th or October 13th and 14th. I'm going on the 12th. That's why I got confused. It does kind of suck that Louder Than Life was going to be 3 full days and Aftershock is only 2. But there really isn't that many artists missing from the lineup. I was kind of looking forward to see Nine Inch Nails and Black Stone Cherry. Those are really the only 2 I can think of that I was looking forward to seeing that aren't going to Aftershock. Oh, and Black Top Mojo, because they're good too. So we ended up changing everything and going to Vegas. I feel like everybody should experience going at least once in their lifetime, and I am here to tell you that anyone can have a good time there. You don't have to be the clubbing type or the gambling type or anything. So I guess I'll just kind of go in chronological order of how everything went down and kind of give advice and my experiences. I tried to make this a vlog because I do have a Nashville vlog and an Epcot vlog, and I took a couple of videos, but I was heavily intoxicated the entire time I was there. Our flights were Friday morning. We dropped our bags off at the hotel. We went straight to brunch. Now, our hotel wasn't on the Strip. And what I'm going to say is I would recommend getting a hotel on the Strip. I think it's more worth it to be on the Strip because we just had to Uber back and forth so many times because we were about a mile away, so it took kind of a long time to walk. We did it the first day. We walked back from brunch and we were drunk in the blazing sun. So if you can get a hotel on the Strip, get a hotel on the Strip because then you just can walk everywhere. Everything is in walking access. They have stairs that go over the streets. The sidewalks are basically bridges, so that's really cool too. We were approached by a salesman, I guess you would call it, of a promotion business. It ended up working out well for us, but I don't think it's worth it, honestly. They were called World Crawl, I believe. They have them in Miami, they have one in Vegas, I don't know where else they have them. It's a Canada-based company. And what it essentially is, it's an organized bar crawl. So you pay, you go, you meet at a place, you get a wristband. And the first few places we went were open bar for girls. And guys had to pay extra to get the open bar wristband. And it just gave you access to cut most of the lines and not have to pay cover to get into the places. Basically an itinerary for all 3 days. So Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday we were going to have things to do. So there are ups and downs to this, like anything else. The pros of having an itinerary made for you are that you don't have to do all the research to look at where to go. And you have a group that's with you, so that was cool. You get to meet people because you're kind of like forced to be in this area together. And I guess the cutting the lines part is cool too, because I mean, girls don't really pay cover anywhere. And the downsides to this is that you have to be everywhere by the specific time or you get left behind. So everything is kind of a rush and crammed in and jam-packed, and it was sort of stressful at times trying to get ready and trying to squeeze everything in one day. And then it ended up making the weekend go really fast because we just had everything mapped out for us. So, I mean, it was fun. We went out Friday night, we met at the place, had the open bar for about an hour and a half, and then we started the migration from one casino to the next. Yeah, until I was walking and my shoe felt strange. And I looked down and the entire sole is flopping. I'm wearing a heel. I was telling everybody on the line, like the security and the people that were in charge of the bar crawl, that I had this issue, and everybody kept saying, we went to a place called Hakkasan. Everybody kept saying, the woman in the bathroom sells shoes. And I'm like, what the fuck? That sounds so sketchy. So I go in, and I go up to her, I'm like, I have a problem. And I show her my shoe, and she brings me over to this little corner of the room. that's how that went. That was how my first experience clubbing in Vegas went. Then Saturday, had to be on the line for Encore Beach Club by 10:45 in the morning. So we went and we got the breakfast buffet in our hotel. I went up to get my food, came back, took a sip of my water, went to put it back down on the glass covered table, and the condensation just made the glass water slip right out of my hand, and the impact of glass on glass was one of the loudest shattering sounds I've ever heard in my entire life. The entire buffet turned and looked at me, and I just had glass everywhere. Glass was on the plate of food, all over the table, all over the floor, all over my legs, and when I was trying to brush it off, I started bleeding because the little glass pieces were just nicking my skin, and it was just fantastic. And Jess came over and she's like, as soon as I heard the glass break, I knew that it was you. I asked for a straw because I'm a klutz. I'm seriously debating doing a side series of shit luck shafts on this channel because between the shoe and the glass breaking within a span of 13 hours, come on. I would probably say that Encore Beach Club was my favorite part of the entire time. It's a giant pool party and we're just drinking the whole time and dancing in the pool. That was just so much fun, and it was the perfect temperature. We were put on a guest list because of this bar crawl thing, which we probably could have gotten put on anyway, so that's kind of why I'm saying don't bother signing up for a promotion thing. So before we went out Saturday night, we went and saw a show called Opium, and it was being described to us. They said it was basically an intergalactic Rocky Horror Picture Show on acid. And I think that's a pretty accurate description. It was one of the weirdest things ever, and we were probably the only people there our age, but I just feel like there's so much more to Vegas than just clubbing, and that people miss out on getting to do the other things like that. So, I mean, we had a blast, but this was hysterical. I was hysterically laughing, so if you can go see Opium, highly recommend it. And that night we were put on guest lists and for VIP tables at this other place, the Marquee in the Cosmopolitan. And as we were walking to find the area of the guest list that we're on, we were approached by somebody who works there and said, is it just you two? And we were like, yeah. And they're like, all right, we'll just bring you in through the front door. So we got brought to the VIP table through the front door without having to wait on the line, without having to pay, nothing. Sunday was kind of our play it by ear day. We went and got food and did everything. We went on the high roller, which was really cool. That's the giant Ferris wheel. You can get happy hour. There's a ball that you can go in, the sphere or whatever it's called, and they have bars in them and some of them don't. We didn't get the one with the bar because we had eaten so much. We were so tapped out just between alcohol and spending money that we just didn't want to anymore. But I would recommend it. I think it's a really cool experience, and it's not that it's boring sitting for a half hour and you're going and seeing all of Vegas and the mountains in the background and everything, but I definitely think that it would make it a cooler experience getting to drink while you're doing it. That night, we just decided to walk around the Strip. All the hotels are really cool because they're all themed something different, so they have cool displays inside of them when you walk around. I would definitely recommend just taking a couple of hours and just walking around and looking at everything. So yeah, I mean, those are all the things that we did pretty much without getting into too much detail. I just wanted to kind of give a quick summary of the 3 days that we spent there. Yeah, so do Vegas and have a good time if you do, and let me know if you do because it's a lot of fun and I like talking about it, so that's why I made a video about it. What happens in Vegas doesn't always stay in Vegas, especially when you have a YouTube channel. Also, because I am approaching the 1,500 subscriber mark, it's really not even a lot. I do want to do a Q&A. I get asked questions a lot in DMs and stuff on social media, so I figured might as well do a Q&A video. So hopefully by the time it gets posted I will have actually reached 1,500. I'm very close, but not quite. You can start leaving your questions in the comments below, message them to me, send them to me on social media, but just let me know that it's a question for the Q&A. Don't just ask me, because then I might just think it's a normal question. And I don't know, I think Q&A videos are fun. They can be entertaining. You get to know what other people are asking. Yeah. All right, see you guys soon.